Well, hello and welcome everyone. My name's Stephen Wright. I'm the co-founder of One World, One Community, and I'm really excited today because I don't get to sit back and relax, I suppose. I'll be doing a little bit of demonstrating, but I get to introduce you to someone who's really going to demonstrate an incredible product, the Sponsor a Child Accelerated Learning English program. And this lady has recently just come back from India and Nepal. When I say recently, late last year, she went on a tour to the schools in India and Nepal where she was demonstrating this product and obviously working with the Sponsor a Child program. Her name is Anita Spring. She's the Global Education Director for the Sponsor a Child program. And she's a retired teacher, a published author. And, I'm just going to hand over to you, Anita, because I know you're the person that everyone's come here to see. So over to you.
Thanks so much, Stephen. Well, everybody, this is going to be a lot of fun, I hope. And like any program, there's the technical side to it, and then there's the actual doing the activities, and we're going to do a bit of both. But Stephen is actually going to be the one in control of the screen. So, well, in control to some extent. This is the first time I've ever been able to tell Stephen where to go and what to do when he gets there. So I'm going to be asking Stephen to click here and click there, and let's see what we can do with this program. Okay? All right, you ready, Stephen?
Thank you very much for that, Anita. I look forward to what to do and where to go and all of that stuff. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, you're looking at Stephen 2. That's his account. You're looking at the start page for the Accelerated Learning English program called Woogie English. You will notice over on the left-hand side it says Go Online, and then below that it says You Are Offline. So one of the great things about this program is that you can work the program online or offline, and that's very important in places where they have very sketchy or not very quick internet connections or Wi-Fi connections. And so once they download the program online and log in only once, after that, every time they come on, they can click to offline, and they can do all of their activities while they're offline, which is really a great advantage. Okay, Stephen, you will please note that there are 350 days left in your account out of the 365. So you've got lots of time to get through these lessons, Stephen, and I expect you to do a stellar job. So let's start at the beginning, and will you please click Start for me, Stephen? There we go. There's a bit of a delay. Okay, now what you are seeing here is the unit section. In this English program, there are 35 units. Each unit has 8 or 9 lessons, and a lot of the units have 3 different degrees of difficulty that the children have to attain, I guess, before they can move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the beginning again with the first lesson. You will notice that there are 6 on this page. There is a green arrow. You can keep moving forward all the way up to 35 units, but we're going to start with Unit 1. We want to keep this as brief as possible. Okay, Stephen is showing you there's 18. Go ahead, 24, 30, and there's 35 all the way to out of order. So then you can click the green arrows to go back, or just go up to the back arrow at the top, left-hand corner. Either way, you can work your way back to Unit 1. And it'll take you all the way back to the start page. Click Start again. It's really nice that if you click back enough times, you will always end up back at the start page, and then you know where you're going from there, right? You just move forward. So Stephen, please click on Unit 1, Super Woogie. There we go. Now, Stephen clicked on start. When he clicked on Unit 1, what came up was a picture of a video, just the beginning part of the video, and below that was the word start. Now what that video was not a complete video, it was just a little teaser, and he clicked on start, and that immediately took him into the lesson selection page. Now every unit, as I said, has eight or nine lessons. All of them start with lesson number 1 called Find Me. And this is designed to get children to really pay attention to the video that they're watching, because the video gives them the concept, the ideas, some of the vocabulary and that sort of thing that they're going to learn in this particular unit. So what I'm going to do is ask Stephen to click on Find Me, and we will watch the video all the way through. Okay, and then we'll go from there. So Stephen, click Find Me.
My name is Wendy Way. Who is that? Hi, how are you? I am fine. Where are you from? Where is he from?
Hello, I'm Cyber Hero.
Cyber Hero? My name is Wendy Way.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I am fine, but, where is the bathroom? Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Cyber Hero, and thank you.
Okay, there we go, and that was the little video, and now it's showing you what to do in this first lesson, and it's called Find These.
My name
And you'll
is...
notice at the bottom.
What is that?
Oh, can you click pause? I'm sorry, Stephen. On the right-hand side, there's a pause. In the green circle, that's it. Thank you. So what happens when after the video plays, then you come here to lesson 1, and lesson 1 is Find These. And every unit will have something in the video that you need to find and you need to click on. So other than having to watch the video again and figure out exactly what it is that you have to find, there's a little bit of eye-hand coordination involved here too, because sometimes these things go by really quickly, which kind of, I was thinking about it, add to the element of it being a game of skill where they have to, you know, kids do everything so quickly, and that's incorporated into this as well. In this case, it's Cyber Hero that they have to find. Future units, there will be more than just one thing to find. So when you watch the video again, and this is important because it's repetition, the children have watched it once, or the viewers have watched it once, and now they watch it again, and they look for whatever it is that they need to click on or tap on, or whatever the case may be, depending on the device they're using. Okay, so if you click the yellow start arrow, Stephen, we'll watch. And then, Stephen, I'm going to ask you to find Cyber Hero and click on him when he appears, and then we will see what happens. If he does it correctly, folks, he will be rewarded.
Nice to meet you. My name is Wendy Way. Who is that? Hi, how are you? I am fine. Where are you from? Where is he from?
Hello, I'm Cyber Hero.
You found the Cyber Hero.
Wow, you found him really fast, Stephen. Excellent. So you see the little girl is giving you a thumbs up, telling you found the Cyber Hero. Now you can click done. Please, Stephen. You are given coins. You are then told that you did a good job, Stephen. You've completed Unit 1, Lesson 1. Now please click on the bubble with the prize box in it, Stephen. And she says, thank you for studying this lesson. So that's Lesson 1 in Unit 1. That was pretty easy, but it did, as I mentioned, get the children to watch the lesson twice. Now you may have noticed that most of the vocabulary in that video was to do with social expressions like hi, how are you, what's your name, I am fine, the sort of things that you would say upon meeting someone. So those are really, when you learn a language, those are the words and the phrases that most often come up at the very beginning. So let's go to Lesson 2, and I want to show you how some of these words and things are incorporated into the learning for the children.
Is that
Stephen?
the reason why? Is that the reason why, Anita, they put Cyber Hero going to the toilet?
Oh yeah, exactly. Good point. Let's face it. No matter where you go, you know, you go to England or whatever, and where's the WC or where's the loo or whatever. Going to the bathroom is something that everybody, no matter where they're from or what age they are, they need to do. And so that's why that's included in there, because it's a basic universal need and one that everyone is going to need to know the word for. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah. Okay, so and maybe bathroom will come up again in the word quiz. Let's see if it does. Stephen,
So how come these stars? How come these stars are now? They've changed.
Well, because you did it correctly. You met the challenge and you found Cyber Hero and you were rewarded. In this instance, you get 3 stars just for finding Cyber Hero, but it's not going to be that easy every time. Often you're going to have to find 3 or more things in the video in order to get your 3 stars.
Thank you.
Now what we're going to see, okay, you're welcome. You did a great job, by the way. You found them even before I could ask you to find them. Anyway, word quiz, Lesson 2. Please click, Stephen. There you go. Now, we mentioned that there are 3 degrees of difficulty in some of these lessons. Easy, medium, and hard, 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars. So children will typically, hopefully, start off with the easy lesson, and that will give them more time to complete the task than medium and hard. And the hard, obviously, is, since these are all timed, the hard there will be less time for the child to complete it. But let's just click on easy for you, Stephen. We'll go easy on you. And it says, are you ready? Now notice that there are English words all through this, and children will be learning these words as they go along because these are important things to understand. So are you ready? Complete in 8 minutes. You will get 1 star, 100 coins. And you'll notice that there's always an okay or a done or something that the child will click on so they can set the speed and the pace of their learning. Okay, so let's click okay. Stephen, please. Now, select the correct letter or word. Okay, what I just want to point out quickly is that in these activities and these quizzes, children are going to have a problem that they have to solve. They're going to have a concept that they're going to have to understand. They're going to be challenged in various different ways, not just one way. So they're going to listen, they're going to speak, they're going to make associations, and these will change up. So in every curriculum I've ever known about in teaching, decision making, problem solving and decision making are always very important. And problem solving and decision making come up in these lessons, whether the children realize it or you realize it or not. So I'll try and point that out as we go through. So in this case, they're looking at the picture and they have to decide which of these words best relates to that picture. What would you say, Stephen? It's a tough one.
You.
Thank you. Now, I don't know if you heard that or not, but when he clicks on thank you, there's a little speaker right beside it. And the child, there we go. One more time, Stephen.
Thank you.
Okay, so they get to hear it. They get to see it in writing. They get to see the picture. And now, whenever Stephen's ready and he's sure that that's the right answer, he can click submit answer. So, Stephen.
Thank you.
There is a delay. The girl says thank you, and Stephen got his coins. So select the correct letter or word. Again, another picture. Stephen, what would you think is going on here?
Hello.
Okay, submit your answer. Stephen? You've changed your mind?
Hello.
I'm just letting everyone know that they can hear them.
Oh, I see. Good. Yes. Okay. So there's bathroom. Click on bathroom, please, Stephen.
Bathroom.
Okay. So the child might be asking where the bathroom is, but what do you think is probably, based on the look on the child's face, what do you think this relates to? The best.
Hello. Please.
Do you want me to submit the answer?
Yes, please.
Please.
Please was the right answer. Okay. So now the next one. What would that be? We'll go through these more quickly now, Stephen. Pick one and then submit answer, please.
Bathroom. Bathroom.
Do you want to explain this that we've changed, or?
No, we're still going on. It just told you that you were at level 2, so that's intermittent rewards that you get.
Please.
Change now. See how it's saying audio, and then you
Yes.
what the audio. So you're getting the second part. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. I'm sorry, Stephen, so I don't quite see it as quickly as you do.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so now all you have is the speaker, and that's the audio. They have to listen. They don't get a picture to give them any clues. They just have to go by what they hear, okay? So in this case, if you hit it again, people can hear it, Stephen, the speaker.
No, it's not saying it, miss.
Oh, no, the speaker. You've got to go up to the speaker.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, and that was definitely please. So if you click on please and submit the answer.
Please. Bathroom.
Again, they're just hearing the word and they have to choose the right one.
Bathroom.
So in this case, it's bathroom.
Bathroom.
Click on the right picture, Stephen, and submit the answer.
Name.
Nope, now you're on level 3. Now you're hearing the word and you're getting a picture rather than the written word. So you have to associate the sound of the word with the picture. Okay? Now we're back to just hearing and seeing the words.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Do you want me to do one, miss, where I make a mistake? So we show what.
Yeah, let's do the next one. Okay, you're on level 4. Now you're ready for a mistake, Stephen. Oh, nope, no chance to make a mistake. You won. You did it in 5 minutes and 13 seconds, and I think you had 8 minutes to do it. So you've earned your 1 star. So click OK. And back. Because we want to try something different now. So we're back to the lesson selection page. You can see you got 1 star for the word quiz 2. Let's go now to word quiz 4 and see if it's any different. Click please, Stephen. There we go. Let's try medium this time, Stephen. You'll notice now only 4 minutes, but you get more of a prize. Okay, off we go.
Hello.
Select the correct letter or word.
Oh. Name. Thank you. Thank you.
Now notice that
Bathroom.
when Stephen clicks on the answer, that's when you hear the word. You don't hear it until you actually pick an answer. Okay?
So now I'll make a mistake, Miss, right? So I'll go there
Bathroom.
and you'll see.
Whoops, wrong card. Please try again.
And that was good because I still got coins and and it said please. So yeah.
Yeah. So try again if you want. Try another answer.
Please. Please. Whoops,
There, you got it
wrong
right.
card. Please try again. Please. Please.
So no matter what I'm doing, Miss, I'm still getting positive reinforcement.
Exactly.
Room.
Exactly. Now again, we're back to just listening and seeing the written word, and they have to be able to make that change. It may seem easy for us.
This is different, Miss.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd get to something different. This is where the children, as they're going along and they're just getting comfortable with something, then all of a sudden they're giving a new problem and they have to decide how to solve it. And so it's, these are all parts, I'm sure that you would agree, these are all parts that help with the accelerated learning of
Now
the
I have
English
to
language.
spell it, right?
You have to spell it. So what you do is you click and drag. So what is, first of all, the child has to figure out what this.
There, do I? Ah, look at that.
Yeah, first of all, the child has to figure out what the picture means based on what they've already learned before from the practice in the unit or in the lesson before. So now if they remember that picture means name, then they have to remember how to spell name. And it looks like you've done it correctly. Submit your answer. And then next time we'll see if you spell it wrong, what happens, okay?
Hello. Hello.
See, they didn't spell it again. Keep you on your toes. You never know what kind of challenge is coming.
Thank you. Please. 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 Please.
Okay. Best time, 3 minutes, 3:09. Okay. So you won again, Stephen. So let's go back. You click OK, please, Stephen. Then go back and let's see if you won any stars or not. Aha, in Word Quiz 4, Lesson 4, you already have 2 stars because you started with the medium hard lesson. Okay, let's go to the very final word quiz, number 8.
You don't want to
This is a bit more.
or Woogie tonight?
Well, Yeah, we could do them. I was just going to focus on word quizzes, but sure, let's go to Woogie tonight. That's always fun.
And so these are similar in all of them, Miss Anita, right?
Hello.
Yeah, it's just the content is different.
It's time again to say hello to our favorite guest. You are making a new movie called Super Woogie. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Now, what happens is the child gets to record the answer and then listen back. And if they like it, they can keep it. If they don't like it, they get to re-record it. Now, because of the delay, this might not be as smooth as we'd like it to be, but okay. So what does, click on the question mark and let's see what is required, please, Stephen.
You're welcome.
Okay, you're welcome. So now, Stephen, if you click on record answer and then say you're welcome, we'll see what happens.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
And you can listen to that as many times as you want to hear your own voice, Stephen. And you can either save it or re-record it. Okay, so we'll carry on.
So do you want to go to another lesson or?
You will ask this person some questions. Who wants to talk with our special?
Yeah, let's just go to the last quiz lesson because that goes on and it's a lot of fun and the children really get the hang of it. But we'll go back to the quizzes, the word quizzes. So you just click on the little house up in the top, Stephen, top left, and that will take you back.
You don't want to stay on this or you do? No? Go back. Okay.
Yeah, go back for now. I just wanted people to see Woogie tonight, what it's about.
Gives them an experience. Stephen
Exactly.
Experienced something new.
And you sound pretty good on a recorder there, Stephen. So now let's go to number 8. Now you realize that by the time you get to lesson 8, you've done a lot of work and a lot of quizzes and a lot of lessons with the words and the vocabulary that pertain to this unit. So when we get to lesson 8, it's probably going to be a bit of a review. So let's click on easy, please, Stephen. 8 minutes, click OK, Stephen. And we'll just go through these quickly, okay?
Whoops, wrong card. Please try again.
Oh. The good thing when you get it wrong, it gives you it takes it away so you can't hit it again.
Bathroom.
That's right. Yeah.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
Bathroom. Please. Please.
And all of the audience, especially the ones that know me, would love it with me making these little errors here.
Oh, absolutely.
I hope it's giving everyone a giggle.
Whoops, wrong card. Please try
I'm
again.
enjoying it. Oh, again, another mistake. But Stephen, as you said before we go on, it takes one away, and I think you're learning very well why you made a mistake, Stephen, aren't you?
Yes, miss.
Hello.
Yes, I am. Back in my childhood, I used to get a belt behind the ear. This is a lot more pleasant.
This is a lot more pleasant. Okay, click on the speaker again, please.
Hello.
Okay, now the word.
Do you want me to do the word that you
Yes,
said,
Stephen,
please?
please click on the word.
The word that you
Yeah,
said,
click on the answer.
or
Hello.
that word? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm just being a silly bugger, miss. You know I'm a...
I know you are. I know you are. I've had lots of class clowns like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please.
Here we go now.
You want me to
Now.
make a mistake?
No, I want you to just listen for a minute. Okay, you can see that the speaker is there. You've got the picture and the speaker, so you get to hear the word, you get to see the picture, and by now the children or whoever's doing this have a pretty good grasp on or grip on what that picture stands for. So it's the word please. Now I want you to make a mistake in your spelling if you can, Stephen, please.
Whoops, wrong card. Please try again.
Oh, and it shows you that you had 2 letters wrong. Okay, so what you have to do here is just click the X's to clear those spaces and then try and get it right this time, okay? Think you can do that, Stephen? Oh, you are a clever man. Okay.
Whoops, wrong card. Please try again.
Oh, I thought you were clever. Okay, let's try it again, Stephen. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually.
Bathroom.
There you go. Well done. Well done.
So you want me to keep going, or you go to another one?
Well, I think that we can just leave it sitting there for a minute. And I don't really think we need to show much more. I just wanted to sum up a little bit that there are, as you notice, there are about 4 different word quizzes in there, and each quiz involves a variety of different challenges for the child. You will notice, and we've talked about this in accelerated learning, there is speaking, listening, spelling, reading, all the different things that are involved in language acquisition. And these word quizzes just sort of throw them randomly at the child, and the child has to decide what is being asked of them and what is the best way to achieve what they're being, the challenge they've been given. So I think that if we just went through and we did these quizzes and you sort of figure it out and you don't stop and think about the learning process or what is actually going on for the child while they're engaging in these things, it's following instructions. Even the Woogie tonight, you'll notice that they had to listen, and then they had to push the record button, and then they had to wait and play it back, and then they had to make a decision whether they want to keep it or try again. There are just so many things going on in this, even though it looks so simple. And basically that's all I wanted to point out in this demonstration today, was that you watch, in each unit you watch a video, you get the basic vocabulary, you find a few things in the video which makes you watch the video again, which is important, repetition. And then you go through these various word quizzes and speaking activities such as Grammar Grip and Woogie Tonight and Movie Star. And as the children go through this, they'll see all of these. We can do another demonstration perhaps on Woogie Tonight and Movie Star to show how the children are actually asked to speak and record their own voice. But basically what I want you to know is that each unit deals with a different topic or concept. And I must say that they are interdisciplinary often. We will find in lesson 6 that we're talking about shapes, which is more to do with mathematics than language. Well, maybe not more to do, but equally. And so you're going to have some interdisciplinary things obviously in there. And they're going to learn the vocabulary related to every topic that each different unit has. Then they're going to be quizzed on those words. And you're also going to see as we go through these demonstrations that there are things they're going to learn in this first unit that they may need in Unit 2 to be able to do the quizzes. So each quiz will not relate entirely only to what they have just learned in that unit, but they will be, what's the word, cumulative. They will have to use things that they have learned in previous units, perhaps, to answer questions and meet the challenges that a new unit will present to them. Okay, so that's important too. It's just like, you know, you're a kid and you're starting arithmetic and you learn how to add and then subtract and whatever. And if you miss a year or you miss a unit or you miss something, then you're really lost moving forward and you have a lot more difficulty. So it's important that the kids go through this systematically, and that they understand that they're going to be challenged with things that they need to have learned already from previous units before they move on successfully. So I think I'll leave it at that. Stephen, do you have any comments?
It was the most pleasant classroom I've been in, so thank you very much, Miss. I appreciated that. And the biggest thing, do we have any questions from anyone? Carol, have you noticed any questions? If anyone would like to ask Miss the teacher any questions, we're certainly open to do that. I might just stop the recording now, if I can.